All right, I have gone ahead and made a little bit of a practice slide in case after you've watched the entire lesson thoroughly, watched all of the examples in the lesson, and read the lesson notes and vocabulary, you're still having problems with the assignment. I've made this slide to practice many different rhythms. All right, so I'm not going to reteach the lesson in this particular video. Please refer to the lesson video if you're still having troubles figuring out why certain beats go where. But in this, I'm simply going to be counting rhythms for you so you can see and hear what everything sounds like. So let's begin. All right, so again, here we have 4 quarter notes, a sound in every single one of our 4 beats, which means you're going to count them with a 1, 2, 3, and 4. And making sure you keep a steady beat. This is going to sound like this. Set. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but on your assignment, of course, those numbers aren't there for you to look at. So this right here would sound like set. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you're setting at home, I would really encourage you to say this with me. Okay, so I'll count you off and let's say it together. 1, 2, set. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, here's another rhythm. This one has a rest in it. Please remember that you're not always going to say 1, 2, 3, and 4 just because they go right in order. If there is a rest, there's going to be a number that is going to be silent. We're not going to say that number. Doesn't mean it didn't happen. You have to make sure that that beat gets an entire beat, but we just got to account for that beat and not say it. So this is going to be a 1, 2, rest, and a 4. Now, as you count these, I would really encourage you to not actually say the word rest. Just as if we were singing or playing music, we would really want to make sure that we practice keeping those silent moments silent. So this would actually sound like listen, 1, 2, 4. Okay, and of course, those numbers won't be there to aid you on the assignment, so listen again, listen, 1, 2, 4. All right, and I encourage you to say that with me at home. Here we go, 1, 2, set. 1, 2, 4. All right, so again, we have sounds in the first 3 beats, but not in that last one. Remember, don't say the word rest. Practice the silence. Sometimes in music, silences are just as important, if not more important, than the sounds that we make. So this is going to sound like this. Listen. 1, 2, 3. And again, those won't be there to help. So listen. 1, 2, 3. Now say that with me. 2, set. 1, 2, 3. All right. More than one rest in this one, which means we have 2 moments of silence. We're only actually making sounds on beats 1 and beat 3. So that's going to sound like this. Listen. 1, 3. All right. Now listen again. Listen. 1, 3. Now say that with me. 2, set. 1, 3. All right. Now again, remember, when we have 2 sounds in one beat, which would be a beamed 8th note because they get half a beat each, we have to say that second sound not by saying the word 3, but by saying the word and. Because if we said the word 3, it would mean that we would be thinking in our heads that we're on beat 3, and we're actually not in beat 3 yet. We're still in beat 2 there. You say beat 3 at this sound, where you do have a sound in beat 3, and then of course a silent moment. So that's going to sound like this. Set. 1, 2, and 3. And then you're not going to have that to aid you, so it's going to sound like this. Listen. 1, 2, and 3. Now say that with me. 2, set. 1, 2, and 3. All right, 2 eighth notes. We have an eighth note. We have 4 eighth notes. 2 eighth note pairs, 4 eighth notes in all in beats 2 and beat 3. So we've got 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So listen to how that's going to sound. Listen. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Listen to that again. Listen. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Now say that with me at home. 1, 2, set. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. All right. This one's going to sound like this. Listen. 1, 2, 4, and. Listen again. Listen. 1, 2, 4, and. All right, so listen to this one. Listen. 1, 3, and 4. All right, listen to that again. Listen. 1, 3, and 4. All right, now listen to this rhythm. Listen. 1, and 3, and. Listen to that again. Listen. 1, and 3, and. All right, now say that with me. 2, set. 1, and 3, and. All right. Now listen to this rhythm. Listen. 1, and 2, and 3. Now listen to that again. Listen. 1, and 2, and 3. Now say that with me at home. 2, set. 1, and 2, and 3. All right, lots of eighth notes here. Make sure you're watching those. Keeping them steady within the beat. Don't let them lag too much. Remember, you only get one beat to say both those sounds in. They should be equal and steady. Listen. 1, and 2, and 3, and. Okay, listen to that again. Listen. 1, and 2, and 3, and. Okay, now say that with me at home. 2, set. 1, and 2, and 3, and. All right, so these are half notes. And as you know from the lessons, the previous lessons, they get 2 beats like we saw. So you actually hold those out through the second beat. You start making sound on the first one, so you can say 1. You start making sound on the third one, so you say 3. But you don't say 2 or 4 because we don't make new sounds on beats 2 and 4. We're extending the first and third sounds on the first and third beats. So that will sound like this. Listen. 1, 3. Okay, listen to that again. Listen. 1, 3. Now say that with me at home. 2, set. 1, 3. Okay, again, here's a half note extending through the second beat. So our new sound starts on that third beat and then a silent moment in the fourth beat. So that's going to sound like this. Listen. 1, 3. Okay, listen to that again. Listen. 1, 3. Okay, and say that with me. 2, set. 1, 3. And remember, when you're saying these extended sounds, make sure for this one for example, you're not cutting it short. Because if you just say 1, it sounds like a quarter note. And that is not a quarter note, it is a half note. So this one, as you can see, also has a half rest, which is 2 silent beats. So it'll sound like this. Listen. 1. Okay, now listen to that again. Listen. 1. All right, now say that with me. 2, set. 1. All right, so again, another half note and a couple of quarter notes. That's going to sound like this. Listen. 1, 3, 4. Listen to that again. Listen. 1, 3, 4. Okay, now here's a whole note. And as you know from previous lessons, that gets 4 beats. So we hold that out for the entire 4 beats. I don't say any other numbers because it's 4 beats. That sounds like that. This, listen. 1. Listen to that again. Listen. 1. Now say that with me at home. 2, set. 1. All right, this is my favorite rhythm. 4 silent rests. It sounds like this. Listen. Great job. 4 silent moments. Just 4 beats of rest. I hope this has helped. I hope you actually took your time to practice. Please make sure you're really going over the lessons and watching the entire things and going over these practices. They're very helpful, especially since a lot of these things we just went over are the same exact rhythms you'll end up seeing in the assignments.